Hello again. You know, if you had any doubt that Obama's insane, try to tune in to his last UN speech. This is his 8th UN speech. Personally, I don't believe it'll be his last. I think he's going to become the General Secretary of the United Nations. He's already given sovereignty of America to the UN as part of that program. I'm hopeful that if Donald becomes president, he can reverse that action. As long as that becomes a reality, I'm sure that Donald will reverse a whole lot of Obama's actions and executive orders. Obama starts off by patting himself on the back, which is par for the course. Let me recount the successes. How about the failures? How about the disaster of Obamacare? You haven't mentioned that disaster, have you? You know, your flagship accomplishments that sinking below the waves of tyranny? How about the debt that you've put our country in? You haven't mentioned that, have you? That you've doubled the debt over all of the previous presidents? That wasn't mentioned. How about the fact that Americans are being attacked on our own soil by these Muslims? You know, that peaceful, loving religion. You haven't mentioned that either, have you, Barack? You did mention the ravages of climate change. What you didn't mention is all the money that's being given to all those other countries to help them fight climate change. Our taxpayer dollars are doing that. Then you talk about the refugees that are crossing borders, fleeing from brutal conflict. Who created that brutal conflict? You think maybe the Arab Spring might have something to do with it? You think going after and having Gaddafi killed might have had something to do with it? Libya is now a stronghold for ISIS. Speaking about ISIS, they wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for both you and Hillary. And you're talking about all the spurring anger against innocent Muslims. Hey, Barack, we didn't even know squat about Muslims before 9/11. The only thing I knew about Muslims was Lawrence of Arabia. And every single day, all we talk about and hear about is Islam, that peaceful, loving religion. You went on to say that America and the world is less violent and more prosperous than ever before. Again, you're delusional. The American income hasn't risen over the last 15 years. So how the hell are we more prosperous now than we were previously? And then you talk about stronger together. Is that sort of a pitch for Hillary Rotten Clinton? Isn't that her theme? You say we must go forward and not backwards. You're the one that's made us go backwards. You're the one that's prevented us from going forward. You're the one that gave Iran $1.7 billion. 1.3 of that was interest. Why would you pay interest on money that was confiscated because Iran held 400 Americans? They held Americans hostage for 400 days at the embassy. Why are you paying interest on money that was confiscated? Well, the reason is you want to help Iran succeed. No different than you want Iran to be able to develop a nuclear weapon so they can annihilate the big Satan, which is America, and the little Satan. Once again, if anyone has any doubt that Obama's insane, listen to his speech. You know, I watched the military channel and they talked about Hitler and how insane Hitler was. He was like a megalomaniac. Obama is no different. He actually believes that he was a great leader and a great president. He's a crack-smoking, Sunni or Islamic extremist, homosexual, bastard Muslim Arab. And he's pretty much done what he set out to do, which is the destruction of much of the American way of life. And now they want to put Hillary Rotten Clinton in. What did I hear about Hillary? Oh yeah, I know. Hillary's taking the rest of the week off in preparation for her upcoming debate next Monday. You think that's actually going to happen? Huh? You think they can keep her drugged up, incoherent, for an hour worth of debating? Because I don't. This isn't about Hillary. This is about that jackass spewing garbage. I actually couldn't watch much more of it. The sound of his voice sickens me. You seem to know what I think. If you listen to his garbage, you have an idea as to what he thinks. I guess the question now is, what do you think? Thanks for listening.